Hello, dreamers! Hi, it's Maya Joy. Today, I would like to discuss courage, a wonderful virtue of the soul. Today's video is inspired by a quote that I actually came across this morning. And this quote is, "You can't be brave if you've only had wonderful things happen to you." And I think just looking at the quote, it could bring up within us a sense of frustration about the difficulties that we've faced in life. And yet I believe that within it, there is a powerful kernel of truth. As many of you who've been with me on this channel for a while know, I strongly believe that as souls, we plan our lives carefully before entering into the earth plane and being born to our mothers and into our families. Our greatest sufferings in life, the greatest challenges, the difficult moments, it is my sense that these are never punishments and they're never undo the moments of suffering, the difficulties. These, I believe, are carefully crafted and chosen in conjunction with our guides and the wise beings who help us to experience ourselves in our earthly lives. If you find yourself struggling, if you find yourself afraid, if you find yourself frustrated at your inability to solve a particular problem in your life, this may be a sign that you are on your soul's chosen path. There are many pathways to growth, that is true, but most of us grow the most when we are truly challenged. Most of us grow the most when we're faced with a difficult problem that we don't know how to solve. Most of us grow the most when we must be incredibly brave in the face of one of our fears. And as some of you will also know, I named my website choosefaithnotfear.com. And a long time ago, I started a blog and I named it the same. And I did that because for me in this life, that's been my battle cry in the face of the unknown, to choose faith and choose to believe that something good would come from the difficulties. And I'm here to tell you that I have faced a lot of difficulties and good has come from all of them. But I'm sitting here on this morning actually after a period of bravery in a small way, I suppose, but I've just completed a 3-day water fast, which is something that can scare some people for sure. And it's something that I hadn't done in a while, in about a year's time, actually. And yet it's helped me to get back in touch with my own sense of bravery in the face of fear. And there are many different qualities that I think as souls we focus on in a given life. I do believe that we each choose to cultivate within ourselves a few main qualities in each life. You know, perhaps it's compassion, or perhaps it's forgiveness, or perhaps it's balance, or perhaps it's health, or perhaps it's, friendship or oneness, or these different things. But I think one of the things that a lot of us do choose to cultivate is courage or bravery or getting in touch with our strength. I believe that at the end of each life, we are greeted so warmly and so lovingly with so much celebration. This has been my experience in the bit of mediumship work that I've done. Often the departed soul, or you could think of them as the soul who's recently arrived in the higher realms, shows me their sort of welcome party at the end of their life. And it is indeed a warm welcome for each of us when we return to the spirit worlds. as difficult as our earthly lives may seem, I get the sense that a lot of us, once we're at our post-life meeting, if you will, I get the sense that a lot of us, when we're back there at home with our guides and loved ones in the spirit world, we say, I could have probably handled a little bit more. I think I could have challenged myself a little bit more. I might have learned this lesson a little bit more if this happened or that happened. Now, that's not true for everyone. I think each of us can look at our life and say, in how many moments have I had to be brave? And it is certainly true that each life, not every life is always going to be a life of struggle, the whole time. Some are, and then some other lives may be more moderate in difficulty and this and that. But for those of you that feel like you're really struggling, or you're in a situation and it is really uncertain and you're having to put in a lot of effort and you don't know if you can do it, but you're still trying, congratulations. You are doing your soul's work. Social media can give us the impression that some people have just beautiful lives of luxury and gorgeousness and beauty and wealth and this and that. That's not true. I have been so blessed to do one-on-one work with people and really see the inner workings of people's lives for 8 years now. And I've got to work with thousands of people, and there's not a single person I have ever connected with who has not faced some truly harrowing events in their life. Not everyone talks about these. Some people have kept them hidden from everyone, and perhaps I'm only able to sense them because of my gifts. But everyone does encounter difficulties. And to those of you who are willing to not turn away, but to turn towards those difficulties and give it your best, just know that you're doing the work of your soul. And sometimes the reason that a difficult thing happens, it's never punishment. Sometimes it's just our soul's opportunity to really get in touch with our inner reserves, with our bravery, with our courage, to cultivate those particular virtues of the soul. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed today's message. I'm wishing you all the very, 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 very best as I come to you here during a Mercury retrograde period. I hope you are all very much at peace in these particular energies. If anyone does feel called, I do have readings available, and I will provide details in the description below. But I just want to thank you all for listening today, and just send you a little bit of encouragement and trust that what you find in your life at this time, the circumstances were carefully planned and crafted by your soul. All is well.